My name is Mwangi, a member of the Women's Guild here at St. Andrews since 1981. I've been involved in guild activities since I joined the Women's Guild. Mentorship program for Class 8 girls is an activity that the Women's Guild has been involved in for many years. Every year after Class 8 have done their exams, the Women's Guild organize a whole week program for the girls where they go to a school and they stay there for a whole week. And in the program, they are prepared for life in high school. They are taught about relationships and life skills generally when they have now moved away from home. In this program for mentorship for girls, we cover life skills. We talk about relationships. We talk about generally life in high school because they go to either boarding school or day schools where they find themselves away from the parents. We talk about self-discovery, and we also talk about grooming for these girls who are already mature at this level of going to high school. This program happens once a year, every year after the girls have finished high school, primary school, before they go to high school. But when they go to Form 1, the Women's Guild organizes August holiday when there is a follow-up to see where they are and how they have coped in the 2 terms they have been in high school. Yes, that is the plan, that we'll have 2 programs. We had one with the last group that did the exams in March. We had a program for them, and we are planning for another one in November once they finish for the class that does the Class 8 exams. Okay, and then from then we'll plan according to when they finish primary school to head on to high school. Bridal shower is an activity that, again, the Women's Guild have been involved in here in church since the 90s. The girls that are getting married within our congregation members are called by the Women's Guild, and we talk to them about life in marriage. And this is done between the Women's Guild and the School of Marital Wisdom, where we talk to them about all the issues in marriage, relationship between a husband and wife. We talk about finances and investment in marriage. We talk about children. We talk about in-laws and every aspect of marriage. These are mature Women's Guild members who have been married, who are already married. And so they give their personal experiences, and from these experiences, they prepare the girls getting married for that life. Not necessarily. We have had showers for ladies who are not members of this church, but they hear about the bridal shower here, or they are brought in by their friends who are members of this church. Some years back, the Women's Guild had a program called Maisha Bora that they prepared. They taught different members of the church, the youth, the women, the men. It was open for everybody, where they were taught how to make detergents and yogurts and sauces and all different things that one could start a business on. And this was an initiative of the Women's Guild. And we have plans to start the same. Again, it stopped for some time, but we are planning to start it again so that we can empower members of the church. There are many who have started businesses with what they were taught. And the Women's Guild also have a cookery book that has been working on. It's a book that was published many years ago when the St. Andrews Church was run by whites, and that book is now being worked on, and once it is out, it is with the publishers now. Once it's out, re-edited and finished, we plan, the Women's Guild plans to start cookery classes for members of the church to also empower them in that way. In the cookery book that the Women's Guild is talking about is called Kenya Cookery Book. It has got recipes, different recipes for Kenyan meals. And since this book was worked on by the Europeans that were in St. Andrews, it was first published in 1928. So we are just, the Women's Guild is just reworking on the book, reviewing the recipes, and it has got good details on family menus. It gives guidance on family menus, and it has also got some household information that can help one in the house. So this book is very useful. It talks about different foods. It talks about vegetables, meats, and starches, and it's a very useful book once it's out. Okay, the Women's Guild has a craft club that meets every Thursday from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. The ladies of the guild meet where the Women's Guild also has a tuck shop, and they do different crafts. They do knitting, they do crocheting, and they do beadwork. And the items that are prepared by the ladies are sold at the craft shop, and the proceeds for these items goes towards running the home, the Tumaini Children's Home that is run by the Women's Guild. And there are not many people who are able to come because it's run during the week, but those who are not able to come, they also do the same. They knit or they crochet at home, and once they bring these items, they are sold, and this money goes to the same home. And there are those who are not able to do the same, to knit or crochet, but they donate a wool that is used by those who are able to come to the club. This craft club is open to everybody. We have both young and old, but we really encourage especially the elderly who find themselves at home doing nothing, and they find life very boring at times. So it's a time to come and interact also with other ladies, as you knit and share different issues or different challenges that one may be going through even at that age when one is not going to the office. The tuck shop is at the paved area of the church, and right now there is also an M-Pesa shop that is also a project of the Women's Guild. And so it's at that M-Pesa shop where on one side is where we sell these items. So one can find it at the paved area of the PCEA St. Andrews compound. If one is interested in any of these activities, one can reach out to any of us. One can get to me, especially here every Thursday. Or one can get details from Ruth Kadhoni, who is employed by the guild. She runs the M-Pesa shop to get more details. Or one can get all the details from the church office, because as a Women's Guild, we are really, the church is, we are part of the church, and so a lot of information one can get from the receptionist at the church office. Or one can also get in touch with Susan Derito, who is well known in this church, and she's very, very much involved in most of these activities that I've talked about.
My name